I can't believe it's day 7. I feel like this week's gone really, really quick. I've really, really enjoyed doing this group, and I hope people have found it useful. So today, our last day, and we're talking about how to monetize your blog and how to kind of generate a full-time income from it, or if you want a just disposable income as well. So as with every other day this week, the things that I'm sharing are what have worked for me. Now, I know other bloggers have tried other techniques and other things that have worked, and that's great. So I'm not saying that what's worked for me is going to work for you, because I do feel like it's about what you enjoy doing and what you can do consistently that is going to make whatever methods that you do work. So for me, how to monetize your blog, there are loads of ways in which other bloggers use to generate income. So there's things like, sponsored posts. I tried selling an ebook. I actually did sell quite a lot of copies, but unfortunately I spent more money promoting the ebook than I did actually making money from it. And it was a lot of hard work trying to pull it all together, and I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to design, so it took me so long. So yeah, that is something you can do. And it depends. Like for me, the amount of time that I put into it didn't warrant, the amount of money that I made. But that's not to say that other people don't do this and can't do it. And I think because my ebook was a recipe ebook, personally think that it's quite hard to sell an ebook for recipes, because if anyone's like me, I like to have an actual book when I'm cooking a recipe. I like to have it open in the kitchen and looking at it. So the amount of time that I put into it, I did make money from it, but it wasn't enough to become a full-time blogger or anything like that. So that's one thing you can do. I think, if you were in a different industry, it might work a little bit better. Maybe, other food bloggers have done a lot better than me. I'm not saying that because it didn't work for me, it couldn't work for anyone. I'm just sharing my experience. The other thing is sponsored posts. So sponsored posts was something that I've always tried to get into. I mean, initially you will struggle if you're a new blogger, because obviously for people to pay you to write a blog post, they're interested in what type of coverage that they can get from it. So obviously they want to work with somebody that's got a big following, so that they can get good coverage from what they're paying you to do. Or maybe it's just that they want to pay you because you do really good photography, so maybe that's a way in. Initially I couldn't get into that. I've done a lot of sponsored posts in the past, but most of them were just, they gave me the free product, which is fine. Like I was loving it, I was getting all this free product to try all the time, but it was like the amount of time that I spent cooking a recipe for them, photographing it, putting it on my blog, to get that free product. Like, it's how you value your time. Like the amount of time that was going into it was more than whatever the product was worth, which is fine, because I enjoyed doing it. So I carried on doing it because I enjoyed doing it. But if you're looking at this as a way of making money, then for me it didn't work, until a lot later down the line, when I did get paid for doing certain blog posts. Certain brands would pay, but it's hard. It's something that was hard to get into, and even now, like I have done it. I have been paid, but it wasn't. I wasn't getting paid enough to have a full-time income from it, and the amount of time spent on trying to find these companies, you have to factor that in as well. So I'm not saying that doesn't work either. I'm just sharing my experience. What has worked really well for me is something that I never thought I would do, which is network marketing. So what I did, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you a little bit of background about me and how I became a health blogger. So a few years ago, I suffered really badly with an eating disorder. I went 5 years without eating any carbs, without eating any chocolate, without eating anything really other than like tuna fish, I think it was, and chicken, every day. And then it got to a stage where I became like severely ill, severely like skinny, really, really didn't look well at all. But crazily enough, I didn't see it, I couldn't see it. And I was scared of food, scared of, like eating something and becoming like fat or putting weight on. But I did overcome it because I had a really good network of friends and family around me that were supporting me and that were constantly telling me, they were telling me things like, you don't look good, we're really worried about you. And in the end, I don't know why, but in the end I did listen and I sorted it out. And as soon as I started introducing, other food groups into my diet, I started to put on weight. But then it got to a stage where I was putting on so much, I'd put on more weight than I wanted to, and I was like, how do I stop? Like I'd messed up my metabolism so much that even eating low calorie but eating a broad range of nutrients just wasn't working, and like I was continuing to put weight on. And then I came across a program that I really loved, a fitness one. I started exercising more. I did home workouts, and I started to study nutrition. Like I just did an online course, nothing, major, but I found that by learning about what types of nutrients the body needs, I was it was making me more aware of what I should be eating, and I was listening and I was doing it, and I became obsessed with nutrition. And it's the best thing that I've ever done, not only because I found a passion, but also for my body and for my health and my fitness. So what I did is recently I found a company that are in network marketing that they approached me to join, and I didn't want to because I don't agree with supplements. Like I've had a bad experience with supplements in the past, with protein bars and protein shakes and things, and like replacing those for a meal, to me, I was like, I don't want to get involved with that again. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go down the road of like being obsessed with like certain meal types. But then I looked at what products they had, and I found a company that worked for me. Now, what I'm trying to I'm just talking about network marketing as a whole, but in my experience of it. So if you're a beauty blogger and you might be able to take on board what I'm saying, but obviously, this brand might not be right for you. It'll be a different one. So what I did is I found this brand and started out as a customer. So I did the workouts and I did the meal plan, and I loved it. Because I'm not the best at nutrition, there are a lot of great people in this group that I've learned from that are really good at nutrition. I'm enjoying learning it. Like I'm not an expert, but this program gave me these boxes, so they're all colours. So you, like this green one is your veg box, and I don't know how many like you're allowed per day off the top of my head, but say it's like 6 boxes of this, so I know what my portions should be, and I'm not having to be obsessed with like weighing everything. I just put it in there and I know that I'm getting the right amount of nutrition in my body that I need. You've got like different coloured boxes for different things. Purple is your fruit box. You're allowed, I think at the moment I'm having 2 portions of fruit a day. Some of them, berries have to fit into this box. Some of them just, it's a banana or, things like that. But it's just helping me understand make sure that I've got something from everything. So it's not even about portion control. There are times where I'll have 3-4 portions of fruit a day. But it's just, for me, I like to plan out what I'm eating so that I know every day that I've got something from every nutrient in my body. And I'm still doing what I love. I'm still, interested. And when I'm creating recipes, I can use this and I can be like, right, it's got veg in it, it's got protein in it. How do I do it? And I've last year I've become vegan. So trying to understand how to incorporate protein was the first issue. I was like, right, what do vegans eat that is protein? And making sure that I've got that protein in my diet has been really good. So I follow the fitness plan. The company I work with is Beachbody, and it is amazing. Like I love it because fitness was never an interest to me, but there are so many different options on here, like fitness programs. They've just launched a new one, which is for kids, and I don't have kids, but if I did, I would totally do this with them. But it's not for kids. It's called Double Time, and it's to do in a partner. So I've been doing it with one of my friends, my housemate, I feel like I need to plug it. Oh no, it's in. I've been doing it with my housemate, but people do it with their daughter, with their son, with their partner, and it's just great because there's a meal plan in there that's for the whole family to enjoy it. It's not about putting kids on a diet, like no way. It's about learning kids about the importance of nutrition. Like I wish that I had that training when I was young. I wish that I knew everything that I do now when I was a kid. So I've just found something that really works for me. Every month they upload a new workout program to the website, and I can and they keep all the old ones on, so I've got loads and loads to do. I'm never getting bored. So what I've done with that is I've set up a business as a coach. I recruit people. Like I don't really I'm not a salesperson. I don't go out there and go, oh, please buy this, do that. But because I'm so passionate about it and I love it, I feel like people can see that and they're like, I want to know what she's doing. What is she doing? And because the people that I'm working with are getting amazing results, I'm just sharing their results, and more people are wanting to be involved and get in on what I'm doing and be like, look at how she's changed her life. Because the transformation for me, yes, my body has changed. My body's been changing for like the past 6-7 years, but it's inside, like the energy that I have, how happy I am. I've not been this happy in so long. So I think that's what people are noticing. Like, what is she doing? The transformation inside with me, and a lot of my clients have seen really big transformations on the outside. I have as well. Like I did put on quite a bit of weight and I toned up quite a lot, lost weight, and I did a week's program, and the transformation there, I was like, wow, this is great. But I'm not obsessed with it anymore. I just love what I do. So what my advice is to find a company that you can love as much as I love this. So it might be that you're a beauty blogger, and I don't know all the network marketing companies, so I'm just talking about the ones I do know. So it might be Forever Living. And then what I would do is check out the products. Do you believe in that company? Do you believe in what they're selling? Do you believe in, have a look at the ingredients, have a look at everything. And if you do, you're going to be able to sell it. And it's not about, you don't have to do this as a full-time job. So I've got coaches that I've signed up with me who were worried about, having the time to do it. So what we've done is we've created a group on Facebook or on the app that we use, because we've got two. We've got a Facebook group and we've got a tracker app for challenges. And what I've said to them is, you recruit people. If your friends want in on it, if anyone wants it, that they go under you. You're their coach. But because you're working full time and you're still learning at the minute, put them into this group, and this is a team group. I'll run it. I'll post in it every day, and if you've got time, you can come on and post in it as well. So they're still earning the money from that person, and they're coming on every day, and they're seeing what I'm posting. So they're seeing how I would run it and what I would do, and they're getting ideas. And then eventually, when they want to have their own group, when they want to, if they want to go full time with this, then they can start running their own. And that's really important, I think, because if you're going to go with, I don't know, with any company, what I would say is find out from the upline coach or anything, or whoever it is, what sort of support do you offer? For me, starting out as this, how do I learn, and how am I going to be able to do this, like fit this into my time? Maybe you've got kids, maybe you've got a full-time job and you're looking after kids. How can I do it? So you need a coach that's going to help you, that maybe they would do the same thing that what I'm doing is, oh, you can just put them into my group for now. Come on and support them. Send them messages, and check in with them, because they're still your client. But you need, like for me, I will run the social media. I'll run the challenges. And also I've got a file of groups which people can go in and they can take out post ideas, so that I've designed it, take it out and just post it in your own group if you want to run it that way. So that's what you need. You need to find whoever you decide to go with, whether it is, if you're a beauty blogger and it's Forever Living, whether you're health and fitness and you decide Beachbody, or you decide I'm trying to think, Juice Plus, or whatever it is that you really believe in. Try and find a coach that that is going to help you, but also that you can connect with. Because like with me, it was so important when I first started. Beachbody was for me. That's what I wanted to do. And then there were a few coaches that I really liked, but I had to make sure that the one that I decided was going to be my upline coach was somebody that I could go to every day and that I knew that would make time for me, somebody that I could connect with, somebody that I thought I would get on with as a friend, that I really believed in and that I loved. So, and I did. I found the best coach ever. I would never ever change her for anything. But it wasn't just a case of the first one that came along. I don't do that, and don't go onto a website and sign up and let them allocate you a coach. You try and find your own coach. Because you need to be with somebody that is going to support you and that is going to help you. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, what I'm trying to say to you with this is this. I'm not saying you go out and do it, not at all. What I am saying is this worked for me. I am so much happier since I started doing it. I love the fact that I can sit and I can work from home, and my job is helping people. My job is helping people with health and fitness. It was right for me because I'm not the best at fitness, so I am not running fitness groups. I'm not, trying to get people to join my fitness class because I could not run a fitness class. What I'm doing is people are coming to me, they're saying, oh, I like this type of program, I like doing cardio, I like doing weights, and I'm like, right, so go on Beachbody On Demand, this program's amazing. And then I might say to them, oh, what types of food do you like? There's a meal plan on there. If you want any advice on it, if you don't like the meal plan, come back to me and we can sort it out. And I'm not saying that I know everything, no, but what is great about this business is I've been able to say to people, if you don't like the meal plan or if you want to incorporate something else in there, come back to me. And if I don't know the answer, I know that I can go to my upline, or I know that there's the support there within the company that I can get that answer and I can get it to my customers straight away. And that's what you want your business to be if you decide that this is for you. Obviously, a lot of bloggers make money from sponsored posts. A lot of bloggers make money from like YouTube, from advertising and things like that, but I didn't want to talk about it because I haven't got the experience in it, and I can't give you ways in which how you can build like a full-time income from it. I just don't have it. So if anyone out there that's watching this that does know, please share it, because I'm interested as well. And I'm not saying that my method is the right one for everyone. I'm just saying that it was the right one for me. It has allowed me to be able to work from home and do something that I really love, and choose my own hours. And also it's something that, I've got coaches that are doing this, that have just started, that have got a full-time job, and they're just spending, a few hours wherever they can to get people involved and put them in my group, but then they're still learning because they eventually they want to quit the job and they want to do this. So what they're doing is they're learning from what I'm posting in the group, doing all the training, because there's so much training, and make sure that if you do this, or if you go with any company, that there is training available, so that they can earn a little bit of money in the run up, so that they're still doing the job, they can earn the money while they're learning, and then when they're ready they can jump in and they know what they're doing. So yeah, I never thought network marketing would be for me. It is. I love it, because I don't feel like I'm selling. I don't feel like I'm like pushing anybody in it. I feel like I'm being myself. I'm showing people how amazing I think this is, and people generally are seeing the results that I've had and the results that people on my team have had, and they're like, wow, I want to be in on this, and they want to buy a program. They want to buy Beachbody On Demand. They want the portion fix. They want to learn about nutrition. So yeah, that's been great, and I hope that this video has been useful. I'm really sorry that I can't advise on any other things. If anyone does have any other advice, please share it. Thank you so much for this week. I would absolutely love it if you have any feedback, because this is something that I might do again. I might run a group like this because I love connecting with other bloggers. So if you have any feedback of, whether you liked video best, whether you would have liked more blog posts, the format of my videos, are they too long, too short, should I have included more information, anything at all, please share it. And And thank you. It's been great, getting to know everybody, and I've really enjoyed having you part of this group and all your participation.